What's up, guys? It's Dwayne with mountainbuck.com, and today we are comparing the Wyze camera system with the Blink camera system. Now, I've had both of these cameras installed at my house for around 6 months each, and I've learned a lot from using both systems. So when we first moved here about a year and a half ago, I installed the Wyze camera system because it was a budget-friendly, entry-level home security camera system. I've since upgraded to the Blink system, and I've learned quite a bit from using each one. So I wanted to share all of these things with you. We're going to check out all these different features in a comparison. Even if you don't want to compare these two and you're just interested in one, you're still going to learn a lot today. So check this out though. Last winter we had our first big winter here up on the mountain, and my Wyze camera captured this crazy event that happened. So let me just walk you through it here real quick. So my wife had a new car. She absolutely loves this vehicle. We had it parked there, and we had this huge storm come in with a lot of heavy snow and ice and stuff weighing down the trees. And I was walking out of the garage clearing some snow, and I saw this really big tree just like leaning over due to the weight of the snow and ice. I was like, that doesn't really look good. It's leaning on toward my wife's car. So having just moved here, our garage was like packed full of boxes. So I turned her car in after I got through the sheet of glaze of ice that was on the door. I started moving the boxes out of the way so I could pull her vehicle into the garage, started moving them out. I finally got the car like 95% of the way in, moved the boxes. Not 2 minutes later, this giant tree comes crashing down. Didn't put a scratch on the car. We were so lucky, so happy I got the car in the garage just in the nick of time. And my Wyze camera captured the whole thing. It was absolutely crazy. The reason the Wyze camera captured it is because it records not just on motion, but on sound. And it was a sound recording that triggered the camera to go off and caught this crazy tree coming down. So check this video out. So that was crazy. I'm super lucky to have got that car out of there. My wife would have been devastated. She's the kind of person that, she loves the vehicle. She parks it like a mile away from people when she goes shopping because she doesn't want any door dings. So I'm super happy, super lucky we got that out of there. So that was the sound capture that captured that video. So we're going to check out the rest of the features for the Wyze cam, the rest of the features for the Blink cam in a literal side-by-side comparison. I have them both up here in my garage filming the same exact things, side-by-side comparison, and we're going to show you exactly how these things break down over the next few minutes. So because Blink does not have the record on sound feature, Wyze cam is going to win this one. Next up is range, and this is an important feature. And check out this video from a year ago when I had my Wyze camera set up and I fell down this hill behind my house. I slipped down the hill with my slides and I slipped again and had to hop around and try to find my shoe. So that was pretty hilarious, but I know that the Blink camera wouldn't pick that up because it was about 100 feet away. And this is a side-by-side video, so the deer here got picked up by the Wyze camera, but they didn't get picked up by the Blink camera that was right next to it. So definitely, for the purposes of range, Wyze camera is going to take this one as well. Next, we have image clarity for our recording. And what I did for this test is I made letters about the same size as a standard license plate. Same size. I used a pretty high contrast black Sharpie against the orange paper. So we have a high contrast and the same size letters. So up first we have the Wyze cam, and here you can clearly see the Mountain Buck fake license plate, and even as I go all the way to the back of the shot, you can still read it very clearly. Up next we have Blink, and I have the setting all the way set up to high def, so the setting for the video quality is set all the way up. But as I move back, if you stop the video and zoom in, at least when I did it, it's not as clear as the Wyze camera. So we're going to give this one to the Wyze cam as well. Okay, next up we have trigger speed, and this is also very important. You don't want to miss out on something if something's moving pretty fast. So here we have a couple tests. First up is the Wyze cam, and look at this guy running in, this porch pirate. This guy, he's super fast. He's like Usain Bolt speed, so that's the Wyze camera. Didn't miss anything. Here's the Blink camera, also picked up this super fast guy running in and stealing the box. Another test here is the Wyze cam, and it got this Jeep coming all the way up the driveway right from, the start pretty much. So it came all the way up
no problem whatsoever. But the blink camera, check this out. I slowed the video down. Did you see that? That's all it recorded, was just the very tail end of the bed of the truck going in. And it either is a range issue or it's a trigger issue, or I'm not sure what it is, but sometimes the blink camera just misses some stuff. So for trigger speed, I'm not sure if it's a range thing or the trigger thing, but we are going to give this one in the Wyze Cam column. Okay, we have clip length now. So here is one of Wyze Cam's downfalls, and I'm using the free versions. I'm not subscribing for Wyze or for Blinks. We're using the free versions here. Wyze Cam only gives you 12 seconds per clip in the cloud. So that's all you get from the Jeep backing up. The Blink camera, as you'll see here, you get the entire backup, the pull forward, and reverse, and then driving all the way down the hill. So Blink camera is going to give you 60 seconds of recording per clip. So that is a pretty nice amount of time to see what's going on. So there it is. You get the Jeep driving all the way down. So 60 seconds is 5 times as much as the 12-second Wyze Cam clip. So there is no question here. The Blink camera absolutely crushes Wyze Cam in this area. Next up, we have the retrigger speed, or how quickly the camera is going to capture more video after the first recording. So Wyze Cam, here you see this gentleman walking by, checking out the packages, just doing a regular walkthrough, no big deal at all. And unfortunately, Wyze Cam has a 5-minute cooldown. So that's 5 minutes you have to wait till this thing starts recording again. Here we have the Blink camera, and same video, he's walking by, checking out the packages, as thieves sometimes do. And here you'll catch me coming back in. Blink only has a 10-second cooldown. So there I popped back in, 10 seconds later, I stole a package, and this clip's gonna keep recording and give you enough time to see that this guy has come back. He took one package, he thought, well, maybe I'll get away with another one, and run it over. And hey, why not? One last package, I might as well take that one as well. So the Blink cameras have a 10-second cooldown period in between captures, whereas the Wyze Cam have an abysmal 5-minute waiting period. So in this next test, we're just testing out the microphone. I'm going to walk out and give the same message. The Blink camera, the Wyze camera, are going to record the same thing, and we'll see which one does a better job with recording my audio.
Hey, thank you guys for checking out my channel. Hook me up and hit subscribe.
Hey, thank you guys for checking out my channel. Hook me up and hit subscribe.
Now, I didn't alter the audio in any way in those videos, and it's pretty clear that the Blink recorded better sound, and the speakers are pretty comparable. Next up is power supply, and the Wyze camera actually just plugs right into an outlet. And I got a 15-foot extension just to make sure that I fed these out to the garage and the other locations that we had them in. So you could buy those extra. I did buy the housing here and set it up just under the roof, and this is an interior camera, but I put it outside and had no trouble with it. The Blink camera takes 2 AA batteries, and it says it lasts up to 2 years, but for my purposes, they lasted about, 3-4 months or so before I had to change them, and they take those special lithium batteries. So it all depends on the purposes of your application and what you might want to use batteries, or if you don't have an outlet available. This next one is pretty important for me. So we have a camera on our dogs while we're at work. We could check in on them or whatever. So the temperature is a feature that's only available in the Blink camera system. You can see right here in the Blink app the temperature in the dog's room. So I like to keep an eye on the dogs and just make sure they're nice and cozy at home. So I found something interesting while doing this test, and that is at dawn and dusk. The Blink camera kind of gets weird, but here you can see the Wyze Cam right at dusk. Looks great, no trouble at all whatsoever. And then if we switch over to the Blink camera, you'll see it has this blue hue to it. And the picture quality isn't as good, and I just don't understand why it kind of got dark like that. The Wyze camera held up much better in this application, in this scenario. So we're definitely gonna have to give the nod on this one to the Wyze Cam. Night vision is definitely an important one. Here's the Wyze Cam, and it actually illuminates the area with a special light. So it actually lightens it up quite a bit so you can see this guy stealing your package. So that worked out pretty good. Here's the blink camera, and you can see the same gentleman walking in at night. The image is pretty clear. You can see him taking your package, so not too bad for a night camera. It's not true night vision, of course, but it does the job. And here we have another instance. So we go back to the Wyze Cam, and here we can see a deer coming in, and it lights up for just a little bit, and then it goes away. That special light goes away, but you can still kind of see the deer. If we see the same video with the blink camera, you do see the deer come in, but then the video stops recording. But we did get a fox rolling through on the blink camera that the Wyze camera didn't capture. So this one's kind of a toss-up for me, so we're just going to call this one a tie. Now we're going to check out some of the app features, and first up is the Wyze Cam. So they have a pretty simple app design, not too many bells and whistles going on here. You could check out your feeds, you check out your events, whether they're sound or motion capture, scroll through and adjust some settings. You could turn on your notifications or turn them off or set them up, and you could turn your cameras on and off. So there's not a whole lot going on with the Wyze Camera app. Now let's take a second and check out the Blink app. So the Blink app has quite a few more features. It's a much more robust app. Here you can scroll through and just see thumbnails. These aren't actual live feeds of your cameras. You can click in and check out your recordings, and they offer a ton of recordings. There are a lot of recordings available in this section. You can also go in and customize your camera settings for each camera. So here you can see, the dog's room and the temperature and the sensitivity, all kinds of stuff in here. So there's a lot more options available with the Blink camera app as opposed to the Wyze camera app. And for this reason, we are definitely giving the Blink camera the win for the app. So the basic Wyze Cam 1080p HD indoor camera costs $25.98, and it really is a great entry-level or budget home security camera. It does have just 12-second recording time and a really long delay in between recordings, but for $25, $26, it can get you started. The Blink outdoor camera, which is what I used in this video, is right now on sale for $64.99, originally $99.99. And it is a much more robust system, obviously. But it all really depends on what you're looking for and what options you want. So for this one, we're going to have to just say the Wyze camera is obviously cheaper, but the Blink camera gives you many more features and much more recording capabilities. Both cameras offer some free cloud recording and storage. The Wyze camera has free rolling 14-day cloud storage, so they will record and save your 12-second clips for up to 14 days. Blink currently, some existing cameras like the outdoor that I showed you have free cloud recording, while newer cameras like the Mini have subscription costs associated with them. So it really depends on what you're working with.
So there it is, guys, a complete breakdown of the Wyze camera system and the Blink camera system, so you can make an informed decision when purchasing your home security cameras. As always, the links to the items we talked about are in the description below. Hook me up and hit subscribe. I got turkeys going off in the background. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next one.